Yip, yip.
Asian Americans are rewatching old TV shows and movies that influence how they saw themselves as kids. Just to name a few, the Harry Potter movies, Avatar, The Last Airbender, and Grey's Anatomy.
Really?
But for Asian Americans, the childhood faves viewed through a 2021 lens can be a reminder of what might not have been clear at the time. Asian faces are nowhere to be seen. And if they're there, the portrayals are often questionable.
I also think Austin Power is very sexy.
Would you rather have your group portrayed inaccurately and poorly in the media, or would you rather not have your group be portrayed at all? There are some people that would say it's okay to have certain harmful portrayals initially, but that is a stepping stone to the correct and more appropriate and more positive portrayals in the long run. Others would say, nope, I'd rather be portrayed positively or not at all.
Yes, Mom, I invited him over to work.
Work?
On our science project.
Reproduction?
Some examples that I found through interviewing people were London Tipton from The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. A lot of Asian American young people were really drawn to her.
London Tipton's really great, really great, really great.
I would say that London Tipton is a blatant counter stereotype to the existing stereotypes that we saw of Asian Americans. You have the model minority stereotype, the perpetual foreigner stereotype, but the issue here is that with counter stereotypes, the stereotypes cannot be too blatant. What we then see is that people take that portrayal and they accept it as an exception as opposed to a norm.
There also was a lot of discussion about Avatar, The Last Airbender, which is a cult classic, a well-loved show, and it was just added to Netflix, so it's being exposed to a whole new generation of young people. I think a lot of people saw themselves in it and, found representation in it because it wasn't just like one or two Asians in the background. It was like a plethora of Asian characters with various different personality types.
Hear, hear!
It's a cartoon show, but I feel like it provides a pretty deep-seated, good representation of the East API community. But now, when we look deeper into the show in of itself, there are some issues with the show. Right? It's not completely free of error. Some of the characters have an accent, but then you have a white person playing the character, trying to sound Asian, trying to be Asian.
No, Zuko, it won't turn out well.
They're not on screen slanting their eyes and painting their skin color, but what is the difference between doing that and voicing the character as an Asian person when you're not Asian? I believe strongly that this will be an ongoing discussion simply because you'll have representation, but the portrayals can always be better. You have a few East Asians being portrayed in the media, but now we want to see South Asians, Southeast Asians, LGBTQ plus Asians, people who are half Asian, half Black. We're going in the right direction, but there will always be room for improvements, and I believe the youth are situated in a pretty good state to fight for proper, accurate, and three-dimensional representation.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.